All right, so we have the introduction of a brand new character for Etheria restart, that being Yeli. We're gonna go ahead and watch this little intro video and then go ahead and give my thoughts on her overall skills, capabilities. So we'll just... I do have to say, like, right off the bat, I really do like her design, like, a lot. Okay, so they're running the Battle Will, Momentum, and Fury Edge set, increasing critical hit rate, which is going to be important when it comes to her actual build video, which I will eventually make. But right now, we're just going to talk about whether she is worth summoning or not.
Skill 1. Yeli damages a single enemy with a chance to steal one buff from the target. Skill 2. Passive. When Yeli scores a critical hit on the primary target, she follows up with Skill 1 as a pursuit attack. Ultimate skill. Yeli cleanses all debuffs from herself and grants crit up for 2 turns. Then, she attacks all enemies, inflicting damage 3 times. Each attack can apply defense down for 2 turns. Yeli's ultimate ability strategically weakens enemy defenses while boosting her critical potential. After attaining a critical hit, she can chain follow-up attacks that may strip beneficial effects from her targets. This combination of reliable area damage and powerful single target potential makes her an outstanding damage dealer, suitable for virtually any combat scenario.
Alright, so now we'll go ahead and just quickly go over her overall versatility, viability, and all of that. The first thing that's really important, if I can find it, I don't think it's in here. She's a light character, so she is going to be a light character, so you're gonna have to use the yellow discs, right, instead of purple. And what that means is that instead of 1,000 Hydra Crystals, it's going to be 3,000 Hydra Crystals for a multi. And that's kind of not good. So there's that, right? Now let's go ahead and go over her actual ability. So the first skill is a single target ability, and it's going to be able to steal buffs. And we can see here, thankfully, that they have all of the levels completely up, right? So completely maxed out, you have a 30% chance to steal the buff. At 0 level, I want to say maybe it might be at 10-15%, probably 10%, because it goes increments of 10. You are going to be, like they said, launching a single arrow at an enemy with a chance to steal an ability, a buff, essentially. So we can see here that boom, damage, and then once you do hit that damage, you are going to be taking it. Next is a passive ability. So after you land a crit, you have a 100% chance at completely maxed out. So at 0, it's probably going to be, looking at it, it's probably going to be 60%, because it goes increments of 20%. So 60% chance to launch an additional follow-up attack, that being the arrow spark 1, which, launching that single target, you have that possibility of stealing a buff the enemy has. After each cast, you have a chance of triggering the next cast, which reduces to 60% chance of the current chance. So you don't launch it, boom, 60% chance, and then boom, 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 so on and so forth. All the way at maxed out level 4, it is 90% chance, and then with each increment of the ability, it's going to reduce by 60%. So how that is going to transpond overall is yet to be seen. We can see here, though, that once you do launch the attack, you are going to launch a follow-up attack, and boom, which obviously helps, because stealing additional buffs is very, very good, and also having a high critical hit rate is just good in general. The ultimate, obviously, as I stated, you are going to be purifying all debuffs only on yourself, and you are going to be gaining a 30% critical hit rate boost for 2 turns, which is, I mean, that's good and bad. Just having that critical hit rate boost is very, very nice. Then you are going to be attacking all enemies, with each hit having a chance to apply a 60% defense debuff onto the enemy. And that is actually pretty good. So keynote here is that level 3, you are just going to be dispelling all the debuffs, which is actually pretty good for her ultimate. So that's that for Yeli. Her animations obviously look really good, really cool, but the fact that she is a light character, honestly, it kind of hinders her overall value a little bit. Now, whether or not she is going to be put on the permanent banner is yet to be seen, because this is the first LD character we are getting outside of the already characters established in the game. So I don't know if she's going to be included onto the standard purple banner or if she's going to be included on the standard yellow banner. But in terms of whether you should summon for her, I mean, honestly, if you are a dolphin or if you really like the game and you want to spend a lot of money on it, I mean, I guess go for it. Other than that, personally as well, I'm not pulling for her. I'm just stockpiling pulls just in general for other purple characters that I can get. And then if she is inevitably put on the purple banner, then maybe I might get her down the line. But I honestly don't think she is worthy to pull. Now, I will make a build guide video. Probably it'll come out tomorrow on how to build her to get the most out of her. And you know, that would be obviously for anybody who eventually pulls her down the line, people who summon for her right off the bat. You know, it's up to you. But initially, I don't think she's actually a character that is worth summoning for.